Around the Table on Harrison's Original, KHOZ.
And welcome to Around the Table with Dan and Ann this fine Monday morning, January
Good morning, Ann.
the 5th.
The 5th.
Can you believe it? We're in a new year.
May the 5th be with you.
Exactly. May the 5th be with...
Or the 4th.
I think it's supposed to be the 4th.
Oh, okay.
I just jumped right on board with you, man. Like,
Okay.
I'm on board with that.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yes.
happy day.
Happy day.
Sun shining
It's
and
a
all
sunny
that.
day,
It's
yeah.
like, okay, this is quite nice.
Had a beautiful weekend.
You went
Yeah,
hiking.
I did. Oh, boy, golly. I am just, I'm injected.
Injected?
Yes.
What is that?
Well, you know, when you have your thing
Oh,
and you've had your fill, still didn't get enough.
your tank
but
was full.
yeah, I was injected. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Had a good time.
Good, I'm glad.
Went to a spot I hadn't been to for quite a while. It's kind of a secret spot.
Oh,
It's
okay.
it's on a hiking trail. It's in the National Forest hiking trail, but they don't show it, so you have to look for it. You have to know where it's at.
Oh, it's secret.
I've got a pin if you want me to send it to you.
You've got the coordinates.
I've got the coordinates. Yeah.
Okay. You
Yeah.
think you're pretty special, don't you?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Well, good. I'm
and
glad you had a good
I
time.
am quite sore.
That's what happens when you don't do it, I guess,
Well, it
for a
wasn't.
while. and
Yeah, it wasn't a hiking trail. It was a bushwhacking trail.
You went off
me-
the grid.
Yeah, basically, you know, when you go on a hiking trail, they go in there and level it out.
Sure.
And they level it, make steps, and they put benches and all that
Right.
stuff.
Make it nice.
No, this was, you know, and you can't really hike it any other time of the year because it's so overgrown, and it's in a ravine, so you're walking on one side for a while, and then you got to hop over to the other. So you got to traverse the water. You got to hop
Oh,
on the other side, then
okay.
you got to walk for a while, and then you got to
Okay.
go back and forth. Anyway, it's pretty.
Well, good.
Yeah. If anybody's interested, there I've got pictures up on my Facebook page.
And it was,
look at
did you name where you went?
No,
Are you not going
people call it different things. It's
okay.
called Hurricane Falls or something like that. I think is
okay.
what they call it. But yeah, I've seen it. I've seen other people post it and
Okay.
do videos of it and everything. But it's fun. It's fun.
But
You
don't-
ought to go sometime.
You know, I don't have a hiking partner. My husband's not real
he's
big
not really
into
into
hiking.
hiking.
He's not
Oh,
into
okay.
that. So
Maybe we ought to get a group and go sometime.
well, there you go.
Around the table group.
Who's going to go? Me
What,
and
just
you?
people that want to go with us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like, around there's two of us.
Well, I know, but there's people that would probably say, "Yeah, I'll go with you."
Yeah, you want to. You told me you fell. I'm not into
Oh, I
that.
fell a couple times. Oh,
I'm-
yeah, yeah.
I'm not into the
slipping
falling
and
thing.
sliding, and you gotta. Trees are down, and you gotta crawl or go under
That
the
would
tree.
wear me out.
I know.
Wow.
Boy, I was really wanting to get in the hot tub last night. Oh,
You didn't do it?
No.
No?
My hot tub has an issue.
Oh, crap.
Yeah, it's got this thing where it will only stay on for 24 hours, and it shuts. The heater shuts off.
Is that a safety feature?
I don't know what the deal is.
Oh.
So I have to, if I wake up at 2 or 3, it does it at midnight every night. So I have to wake up in the middle of the night and hit the button to turn it on again, so it will keep heating.
I'll be darned.
Yeah,
That's kind of a.
It's kind of a pain.
If it's a designed that way, it's kind of a design
No.
flaw.
no,
Oh.
it was fine in the beginning, but
Okay.
something happened to it, so
And you're just managing it.
I'm managing it. Yeah.
Okay.
So I have to
Alright.
set an alarm, and if the
No,
first
you don't do
and if
that.
the first alarm doesn't get me, the louder one gets me, and then I wake up and change it.
No, you don't. I don't believe you for 1 second that you wake up purposely to do that. I had an uneventful weekend.
What'd you do? Was it uneventful or
It was
event?
uneventful.
Oh, uneventful.
Which is perfectly
just hung
fine
around the
by me.
house and you watched what? Soap operas? Or?
No, I didn't. I didn't even watch stuff. I just did. There was
Oh, what
just
was-
some stuff
Well,
to
that's
do,
not
and I cooked
uneventful.
ahead. And but I mean, I wasn't out and about much. Yesterday we
No.
made a little trip to Dunham's and one of
Oh, yeah. What'd you get at Dunham's?
Richard got some shoes. I
Oh.
got some shoes. I got
Was it a shoe shopping
sports-
mission?
well, they had some specials, so he just went
Oh, I
to go
bet
check
they
it
had
out. And there was
specials.
some ammo special, some stuff he wanted to look at.
Oh, did you get some ammo?
No, he didn't end up getting any because he couldn't find what he wanted. So
Oh.
there's that.
What kind of shoes you get? Did you get some
I got-
hiking shoes?
No, I don't even own hiking shoes. So what do you wear if you don't own hiking
Well,
shoes?
it's kind of you got to have something with some ankle support.
Yeah, see, I don't
Because
have
your
any of
ankles are
that.
going to be twisted around, and
I would be done for.
yeah, you need some good hiking shoes.
Well, if I hiked, maybe it would be worth the investment.
Okay.
But I don't hike. So there's that.
Well,
It's a sad day, isn't
You're
it?
welcome to go with us sometime.
But you got to get your hiking shoes.
I asked you to go rappelling one time. You did.
I did. That was a blast.
You enjoyed that, didn't you?
That was scary, but it was a blast.
You didn't have to have hiking shoes on for that, did you?
No, I did not. No, I just had to have my life in my hands. No.
Now did Richard come?
Yeah.
He came. Yeah. Okay.
My boys.
Yeah,
my boys went.
Yeah, they came too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was a neat experience
that
for
was
sure.
fun.
I guess that was a one and done.
Apparently,
Apparently,
I still have the rope.
that one rope.
Yeah. Actually, if you're a repeller, you need to replace your rope ever so often.
I listened to the instructions, and because you're like saying, lean back, lean back, and it's a little scary. If
Yeah,
you've
you have
never
to
done
put
this
your trust
before.
on it, yeah.
You got to put your trust on it, and you just go, and it was a heck of a cool experience for
Yeah,
sure.
well, good.
Yeah, that was all those years ago when you used to invite me to things, and now you don't.
I just invited you to one thing. I invited you to go hiking with us.
Yes, you did. You did.
That'll never happen.
Probably not. Anyway, so it's a new week.
It is.
It's kids are going back to school, I believe, today.
Oh, really?
After
Okay,
their
yeah.
vacation, so watch out for that. But I'm sure they're already in school by now. Actually,
Yeah.
yeah. And it's Monday. It's
a Monday.
the customary Monday.
Mm-hmm.
So since it is Monday, let's talk about the forecast for Monday.
Forecast.
How about that?
I heard somewhere before January hit that the weather people were saying that it was going to be a bitter thing, but now they're saying it's going to be warming.
a milder winter.
I think it's going to be warming all this week.
Oh! You don't mean this week? You don't mean in general. You
In
mean
general,
this
just-
week?
yeah.
Okay. Well, let's start with today, which
Okay.
is going to be sunny with a high of 66 and low wind gust, but some up to 20 miles per hour. Tonight's partly cloudy with a low of 50 and wind gust again at 25 miles per hour. Tuesday will be sunny with a high of 71, so it is a warming trend. Tuesday night, partly cloudy with a low of 40. Wednesday, partly sunny with a high of 69. And then Wednesday night, a 40% chance of showers comes into the picture with a low of 52. And then go ahead with
Thursday, it looks like showers may move into the area with some thunderstorms also possible afternoon. Mostly cloudy with a high of around 67 degrees with a 70% chance of showers on Thursday. Thursday night, low around 50 degrees with a 50% chance of showers continuing. And then Friday, 20% chance of showers for Friday. Mostly sunny with a high near 63 with a 20% chance of showers. Friday night, low 33. Saturday and Sunday, the highs are going to be in the low 50s to upper 40s.
So as it stands right now, it looks like we will get some rain on Thursday. We need rain.
Need a little bit.
I'm a little worried about my roof for it to rain because I've got to get a roofer to. Well, I'm getting an estimate. But anyway.
Okay.
But,
And there is a burn ban in Boone County, so that is
be
in
aware
effect.
of that.
And I saw somebody burning something yesterday. So
People don't do that,
be careful.
especially with those wind gusts.
Yeah.
That can
the
get
wind
away
will
really
get
quick.
away from. Yes, it will.
Yes, sir.
yeah,
Yes,
yep,
sir.
yep, yep.
Okay, well, let's do our topic to ponder. How
Okay.
about it, Dan? Let me bring up the graphic, and here we go. Where is it? There.
Get up, get moving, get those thinking caps on. It's time to ponder this topic.
Okay. What was your inspiration? Talk to me.
Oh, just trying to be more optimistic. What about your optimism? Optimism is the key word for all
We're
of these.
optimistic people, so we promote optimism, right?
Should be, yeah.
Well, you want to read it or you want me to?
Either way, are you more optimistic about personal change than societal change?
Yes. Because
you?
I have control over personal change.
There you go. I think that's what my wife Kelly said.
I don't have any, well, you have voting control, but you have limited control over societal change. And I
Right.
would not have chosen some of the things that society thinks are okay. I can tell you that right now.
Yes.
But I know we have some.
We do have
responses
some.
on there.
Yes, we do. Let me look at those.
Okay.
We have a couple. Yes. My wife Kelly says, definitely, I control my personal change. You cannot control societal change.
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay.
And then your brother says, in my life at this time, personal change definitely. I plan on making my life so good that I don't have to sell it. Do you understand it?
Yes.
Okay. Doesn't have to sell it. Quite the opposite. That I will give access to my life to only the people that prove their worth. The vetting process for access to my life is undergoing a giant makeover.
It is.
Is it going through a really big change, huh?
Well, yeah.
Okay. When personal change is what I want it to be, social change will follow. Side note: as long as you don't mean politically, I feel like the actions of the current administration will cause a societal change for the better.
Okay.
Good.
There we are.
Finally.
Well, those are the two responses.
Yes, that's the two so far.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you kind of agree with all of that.
I agree with that, yes. I'm optimistic, and I control what I want to control, and I think it's interesting that people will take on things that really out of their control and try to control it.
And you can't.
Can't do it.
Some things you're not meant to control.
Right, which is a lot.
A lot.
A lot.
And we're such control, or I'll speak for me. I was more of a control freak in my past. Mm-hmm. I wanted to be able to control situations with my kids. I wanted it to all be perfect, blah, blah, blah. And that's not how life is now, is it? So
It is not.
go to our Facebook page, Around the Table. Give us your thoughts on the topic to ponder. And the question, are you more optimistic about personal change than societal change?
Okay.
Thank you for that. All righty, Dan. We will go to our Today in History.
We're doomed to repeat ourselves, so let's find out what happened today in history.
Even if he's dead, we're going to still fight for as long as we live. That's the way I feel about Jock.
Jock was like a new life coming into the mines.
Okay. 56 years ago, Joseph Jock Yablonsky was found murdered along with his wife and daughter in their Clarksville, Pennsylvania home. The year before, Yablonsky had lost to W.A. Tony Boyle in the race to head the United Mine Workers Union. Grieving supporters said they would carry out Yablonsky's work. Boyle was later convicted of plotting Yablonsky's murder, which was committed by 3 small-time thugs. Boyle received 3 consecutive life sentences and died in prison in 1985 at the age of 83.
He asked for forgiveness, but he was also made it clear that he did not expect any forgiveness.
This was back in 1993, 33 years ago. Washington State executed child killer Wesley Allen Dodd in the country's first legal hanging since 1965. Dodd had requested that form of execution. His lawyer, Darrell Lee, said the client showed remorse at the very end.
Okay.
His death was caused by massive head injuries due to blunt force trauma.
28 years ago, 1960s pop star turned congressman Sonny Bono died when he struck a tree while skiing. The Douglas County, Nevada coroner ruled his death an accident the following day. What a horrible thing to
Yeah,
just
really.
Yeah.
Silence!
I hear something.
Where?
It's the heart.
Damnation!
Silence! Perhaps it has stopped.
Which of you smells so bad?
He has stinking breath and I have stinking feet.
I must go.
1953, wow, 73 years ago, 1953, Samuel Beckett's two-act tragic comedy, Waiting for Godot, considered a classic in the theater of the absurd, premiered in Paris. And here's a scene from the latest rendition of Broadway starring Keanu Reeves and Alex Winter. It was part of the CBS Sunday morning featured that aired in the fall of 2025.
Okay.
Tight, but she'll make it all right.
53 years ago, Bruce Springsteen's debut album, Greetings from Asbury Park, New Jersey, is released. That was the chorus of Blinded by the...
Yeah.
Who sang that originally?
Yeah, I was going to say, he didn't sing,
originally
he may have
record that.
written it, but he didn't originally
I don't
make
think
it.
he did.
I don't know who did that. We'll have to
That was
do some
before
research.
I even knew who Bruce Springsteen
Yeah.
was. That we used to hear that. Okay, I think Dan... No, never mind.
Okay,
I don't know what the heck I'm saying. Let's move on.
let's move on. That's the way my stomach feels in the morning.
Does it? Whoa! This brings back some disco
the
days
80s.
back in the 70s and 80s. Yep. Okay, I think this is a very long clip.
I said a hip, hop, the hip it, the hip
I'm
it,
not
the
going to
hip
stop
need
it.
it.
I'm jamming.
Yeah.
To the bang bang boogie, say up jump the boogie to the rhythm of the boogie beat. Now what you hear is not a test. I'm rapping to the beat.
Oh, this is rap. This is some of the early rap stuff.
Yeah. I'm
I
gonna
like
let you-
this. This is when they could sing, actually hit notes and things.
You don't want me to end it, do you?
No, keep going.
The white, the red, and the brown, and the purple, and
I can remember being at the Brass Monkey in Fayetteville dancing my little push.
Did you have platform shoes on?
No. I was underage.
Oh my gosh.
So
Yeah, this was in 1980, the first year in 1980. 46 years ago, Rapper's Delight by the Sugar Hill Gang
love it.
became the first hip-hop song to reach the Billboard Top 40, helping to popularize the emerging musical genre. And this was the intro and the first verse.
That was easy for
Yeah.
you to say.
Yes, it was.
Okay, so Manfred Mann's Earth Band is who
Okay.
sung Blinded by the Light.
Okay, Blinded by the
Yep.
Light.
Okay, next one.
To the bravest men who have ever lived. Is not a force that can defeat us in battle, deny us victory, or interrupt our destiny. Marines.
Mm-hmm.
Actor Robert Duvall was born this day in 1931. He is 95 years old.
Yeah, he is.
Among his many, many credits, The Great Santini
Yeah.
and Last Cut.
I used to be on lithium and Seroquel and Abilify, but I don't take them anymore.
Okay, well, good for you. I'm sure he was just reading a script.
Yes.
This is a birthday cut. Bradley Cooper was born on this day in 1975. He is 51. He got his first Academy Award nomination for Best Actor with this role in Silver Linings Playbook.
All righty. We have waiting in the studio Wanda Massengale, and she has Mrs. Bones, a 1-year-old female kitty cat
Okay.
that we will be featuring today for our Pet of the Week. We want to thank Stone Bank for being our show sponsor. Go check them out. They have lots of different things to offer here in the area, and they would be happy to serve you.
Okay.
Check them out at Stone Bank. All right, we're going to take our break. We'll be back shortly after these messages.
$26.1.
Welcome back to Around the Table with Dan and Ann. In the studio, we have Wanda Massengale, who comes every 2 weeks and brings an animal for us to showcase. And she has brought Mrs. Bones, who's a 1-year-old female kitty cat.
Pretty cat.
And we are going to let Wanda tell us all about little Mrs. Bones.
Well, Mrs. Bones was found in the middle of the highway from people from Branson, and when people would honk, she would not move. And the reason she got her name Mrs. Bones is because she was skin and bones.
Oh, so she looks a lot better than
She's
Skin
a
and
year
Bones
old.
now.
Yeah, she's a year old, and whatever she had went through affected her teeth, so she doesn't have that many teeth. And so, but she does still like dry and wet, so that's
Okay.
But they're softer dry food than the hard stuff too.
Is she purring?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, she's purring now. But her adoption fee is $75.
Okay.
And she is fixed, but she's really sweet. She's kind of scared earlier, but she's doing better now. But I would be scared too if I came.
I
in
would
here.
too.
That's right. Carson, the little dog I brought on, is adopted, and Banshee that I had on last time is going to be picked up for its new home today.
Oh, good.
Oh, well, good.
The cat tower is in the shelter, or not the shelter, but the thrift shop. If anyone wanted to go down there and they had one, they can always adopt from that location as well. I can't believe this, but already in January they've already adopted out 1 dog and 5 cats.
Hooray for
nice.
that!
Good.
That's
The fifth
awesome.
day.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
In December, there were 5 dogs and 11 cats adopted. And in 25, because I like numbers, 81 dogs and 142 cats. And then some they transported out. And with all of it, it was 226 that were adopted.
Well, good. That's a nice number.
That
you know?
is.
It is.
And with Gaither
positive.
Rescue also adopting out, it really does help.
And you know, I follow Beans and Whiskers, and they too allow adoption from there.
Right,
and,
they do.
And they've been successful in that as well.
They've taken cats from the Humane Society and from the ones that Ruth Davis rescued from Mount Hersey.
Right.
In-house, they have 27 dogs and 11 cats. So that's 38 in-house. It was 45 2 weeks ago when I was here.
Oh.
They said that they really need leashes, and people need to realize if they're any thought of adopting dog or cats, they need to take, for cats, their own crate, and dogs, leashes, and collars as well in a crate if they need it, because the Humane Society cannot provide all of
they all cost money.
And people,
so bring your own, please.
A lot of people say, "Oh, I'm going to bring it back," and they don't. But on this cat, Angela said that when she's really excited or happy, her tail fluffs up. And I've never.
She looks fluffy.
Yeah, I've never had a cat to do that.
Yeah, you think of the fluffing of the tail being something when they're intimidated or scared or something, you know, or threatened.
Yeah, like teddy bear's hair stands right up.
Yeah.
But she started out pretty rough in life. She'd be a good pet for a child or a lap cat for any person.
Now, she was scared a little bit when she first came in, but I would be too. But she seems to have calmed down, and she's loving the loving for sure. I think she could be a lap kitty pretty darn quick.
But I don't know about the angel trees if they're still up or not, but like, for example, her having teeth removed because of the way they found her and all of that, that's medical care that's needed all the time.
Right. You probably need to continue to check on her if you adopt her to make sure that she doesn't need additional teeth addressed or something too.
I think she's pretty good now.
Good.
I really
Good
do. Because I said, when they said about her teeth, I said, oh, so she needs just wet food. And they said, well, she likes dry too.
So she can navigate with those.
Yeah, she's adapted.
Right.
But for a year old, she's certainly been through it.
Okay.
And if someone wants to do the spay neuter clinic, the dates, January 9th, which I'm sure they're full, but you never know, someone may cancel. January 16th, February 4th, February 27th. And I asked Angela if she gets future dates to please let me know, because I sat there and I put in dog and different weights and cat, different weight, male, female, and see what comes up. And I mean, I spend an hour or more just trying to find those dates. So if I can get the dates handed to me, it saves me a lot of time.
We want to remind people too, when you go and you are scheduled and do your are ready to have your cat spayed or neutered, or animal spayed or neutered, that you need to bring a crate.
A hard crate, not a soft one like
hard
this
crate.
one.
You need to bring a regular, like, carrying crate. And because they can't provide those for us. And
No.
they don't need to provide. You may want that later on anyway. So
Well,
it's time
right.
to invest in one if you're going to have a pet. Let's do it right.
That's right. And they, the volunteers out there, a lot of the supplies they use is out of their own pocket, just like everything else everyone does for volunteer work. It's usually they spend more up for supplies, but they also check their teeth when they're out. They clip nails. They look them over and they love on them until they wake up. Now, the feral cats, I can't say that.
Right.
But regular pets, the volunteers just sit and pet them until they come to, so they're not so scared.
Just like Wanda's doing right now with this little cat.
Yes.
But when an animal comes in, do they?
Do a health check?
Yeah, I mean, if there's something wrong with them, like you talk about the teeth, do they go ahead and fix them up to where they're
They do.
So they're adoptable, ready to go.
And that's Harrison Animal Clinic. That's why we say people can donate money to their account there, because what I bring on are healthy, obviously, but
right.
Uh-oh.
She just burped.
Did you just burp? They don't come in that way always.
Right.
And it's very important to spay and neuter all year long, but it's getting to be puppy and kitten season, so.
Oh boy.
That's an important
If you have a feral pet by chance, like I have a feral cat who I will get spayed, but
if you can catch him.
Well, I can catch her.
Oh.
She lets me go love on her.
Oh, okay.
But it's a responsibility. So don't think you're just going to have a cat, or whether it's feral or not. But you have a responsibility with that animal to not prolong getting kittens that you don't want, or puppies that you don't want. You need to get them addressed with spaying or neutering and shots.
If you think you live far enough away from other cats, that is not the case, because a male cat will go miles.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they sense another female cat that's in heat, and they'll find them.
Right.
And sad to say, they go out there and boxes or whatever are dumped right at their gate, and that's absolutely disgusting when there's so many programs that can fix the animals. And a person could go down to the thrift store and ask them about a voucher.
What does the voucher do?
It either pays for the spay and neuter, or takes a lot off of the main cost of it.
Okay.
And not everyone qualifies, but a lot of times people do qualify.
Okay. If you have a heart for this, then also please go and donate some extra money towards Pal Feed to help feed some of to feed the animals at the shelter, but also to Harrison Animal Clinic for veterinary care, because this isn't cheap, as you know, to have a pet. But if you're trying to look after multiple pets within, like the Humane Society, you need extra funds as well. So this is a great opportunity to share that wealth, if you will, and help others and help the cats.
Even
dogs.
a person donates just canned food or dry food or cat litter.
Kitty litter.
All of it adds up, and it all helps.
Yeah,
like
sure.
This little baby would be a wonderful pet, and she. I'm just glad someone picked her up off of the middle of the highway.
Well, she has certainly calmed down since she came in, and she's gotten adjusted to her surroundings now.
Fast.
And they'll do that, too, when they are adopted. They've got to get adjusted to their new surroundings. So just give them some grace and some time. And I think that Mrs. Bones, which you might want to change her name, although she's probably been called that for a year, she seems
filled out.
like she will make a terrific pet for someone.
She's certainly filled out, not skin and bones.
And she's obviously litter trained and all that. I mean, and cats are so easy to learn to use the litter box. I learned how to do it pretty quick.
Did you? Glad to hear that. As long as I've known you, I was worried. Really
But we're featuring Mrs. Bones today. You can contact the Ozark Humane Society and reserve her.
Well, she's eligible to go.
But she's eligible.
A puppy or a kitten that's not been fixed, I think it's $10 for the hold.
Okay.
Non-refundable.
But go out to the Humane Society specifically, and you can go check out all of the animals that are available for adoption. But Mrs. Bones seems like she'd make a pretty darn good pet. Just say hi there, kitty, kitty, kitty. Okay. Well, Wanda, thank you for being willing to come every 2 weeks and feature an animal. We appreciate that very much. And this one could be yours.
Well, thank you both for all that you do.
We try.
I know.
We try to get the word out. All right. We will take another break here in a minute, and we want to thank again Stone Bank for being our show sponsor. Boulder Banking right here in Harrison at Stone Bank. We'll be back after these messages. Stay with us. Welcome back to Around the Table with Dan and Ann. We were talking on break
Yeah.
and weren't ready.
We weren't ready. We got lost in time.
We did. Okay, we're back, but we have very few at this point community events.
We do,
and that's
this time of year.
It is that time of year, and I graze through there and look, and then I get things off. Explore Harrison sends out an email, but a lot of times this is just kind of the dead time of year, and that's okay.
And also, it's a plea if you got any kind of event, if you got a church social event coming up that you wanted to tell us about, or some kind of benefit auction, or maybe a chili supper that you want to raise money, we'll be glad to promote it here on the station. We have four viewers, and we could reach every one of those viewers and listeners.
Okay.
No, you know what's funny about I happened to I don't know why I was doing it, and I very rarely go back and look at the analytics on Facebook. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
If you have a professional page, you can go on and you can look at how many people are listening and how long they listen and where they're from and all that stuff.
Right.
And for some reason, I went there for some other reason, and I think it was scheduling some of the topic to ponders or something.
Okay.
And it took me there, and I go, oh, this is interesting, and I started looking, and the candidates for sheriff.
Yes.
And also the candidates for
State
county
Senate?
judge.
Oh.
Yeah, there's 4,000 and 5,000 views.
Really?
Yes.
So people are interested.
People are interested in it.
If you're that interested, then you better be signed up to vote and go do it.
Yeah, please.
How about that?
Please do.
Yeah.
And it'd be interesting. The ones that have the most views, it would be interesting to see that number versus if they are the actual winner,
right,
or not. Because there is a first, second, and third place in the amount of views there.
So we could probably find that out after the fact.
We could. Yeah, sure we could. Yeah.
Okay.
But there are some that are more popular than the others.
Okay,
so,
I'm going to have to go look at that.
Take a look.
But we have an event coming up January 17th and 18th, and that is an archery competition and outdoor expo, and that is sponsored by the Hunting Legacy. They're doing this at Creekside Community Center. And let me mention the other sponsors too. Valley Springs Tigers and the City of Harrison are also sponsors. But this is an indoor event, and they're doing it at Brandon Burlsworth Youth Center and Creekside. And it's a really cool 3D type competition. And there are going to be some archery teams from schools that will be participating, but I think there's an open competition as well. There's an open 3D target shoot competition, ages 6 to adult.
When you say 3D, it's actually, these are dummy targets. Actual targets of a deer and that type of thing.
Yes.
They're not the real thing, but they're styrofoam or whatever they're made out of.
Like you go practice out in your field with or something.
And you actually shoot at them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Prizes and giveaways, virtual archery awards ceremony, outdoor vendors, kids big buck contest, that's ages 6 to 15, state qualifying bow shoot for schools. I mean, there's lots of archery teams around the area, evidently, that this will get you qualifying. 3D target shoot competition, ages 6 to adult, and guest speakers on hunting and outdoor topics. $5 gate fee. That's it, to go watch this entire day, 2 days actually, and find out all about that. But yeah,
good.
That should be quite an event.
Now, have you been inside Creekside?
I have.
I went in last week.
Oh, for your first time?
Did a tour, yeah.
Yeah, it's quite nice, isn't it?
I was quite amazed.
Yeah,
it's huge.
Yeah. Okay. Also, then coming up in February 7th to be exact, and it's another vendor expo. It's What a Girl Wants, and I can't remember the year, if this is the third year for that, but everything a woman loves will be under one roof at Creekside. And every ticket or entry tickets can be purchased for $5 at Sweet Honey Cafe and Bakery or Frenzy of Harrison Boutique, or $8 at the door. So you can save $3 if you go in advance. Tickets go on sale January 15th. Doors will open on February 7th at 9 a.m., and a portion of the ticket sales will be donated to Informed Choices Women's Care in Harrison, Arkansas. Now, I've been to this event, and it's just a room full of women-owned businesses, and there are a lot. You might not realize the amount of businesses that females own, but they're all under one roof, and they have some specials, and they just showcase what they offer. It's a really fun time. You know, men can go.
Oh, I'm sure they can.
You can go.
Well, I'm sure there's
but
things
it's
there that
geared
if
towards women.
they wanted to purchase for their wives, they
Right.
could do that.
Sure.
Or their girls or whatever.
But that's coming up on February 7th. And again, you can start buying tickets on January 15th.
I just don't believe that there's everything a woman loves under one roof, though. I just can't believe that. Because there's always something else.
There's always
something else.
Okay, you want to tell us about some March stuff here?
Yeah, in March, there's a couple things going on. First off, the Jasper Jeep Jam is coming to it's also the Overlanding Rally. It's going to be in Jasper, Arkansas, March 12th through the 15th. I don't have any more details other than that, and we'll get more.
We'll get more as the time approaches.
That's
just put a bug in your ear.
And then March 17th, it looks like there's going to be the Taste of Harrison, which is kind of a unique event where food vendors, food restaurateurs, and vendors and people that have restaurants in town all come together in one location, and they offer a sampling of what they have on their menu.
Okay.
You pay one price, and you can sample all that.
Kinds of food.
Yeah. This is coming March 17th. Doors open at 5 p.m. There'll be live music by Modern August, the band, from 6 to 8 p.m. They'll have a live auction right at 8 p.m. This is going to be at the Creekside Community Center. Tickets for this event is $25 or $125 for a table of 6. And sponsorships are also available if you want. You can enjoy flavors from your favorite local restaurants. Proceeds benefit the Rotary Club and the Harrison and the Ozark Share and Care.
Now, tickets can be purchased at Explore Harrison, and that's on 200 West Stevenson Avenue. And I'll try and get Matt Bell in before, with a little more information here in the February or so before it starts, and get y'all some information out there about that. And while there's still time to take advantage of being a guest at that. Okay, Dan.
Wow. Preach it, girl.
Yeah.
Preach it, sister.
What do you got that we can just fill about 2 minutes?
Well, again, I just want people to that if you're scheduling any kind of event at your church or business or organization, let us know ahead of time. Tell us about what's happening. Send us a flyer or just send us a personal message on our Facebook page at the Round of Table.
We could always have you come in and talk more about it. That's what we like to do, is have you in person. But if you can't be in person, or if but you can message us on Around the Table Facebook page for sure.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. The first of the year, this is the busiest time in the year that people get laid off or fired.
They see they've been unproductive the year before?
Well, I think that, I think after the fourth quarter, the business people see their spreadsheet and they say, we got to get rid of somebody.
Yeah.
And they're looking right at you.
Not.
Yeah. Who's not pulling their weight.
Pulling their weight.
Or they're pulling too much weight or something. So what makes the busiest week of the year for getting fired, according to the HR data? That's what's HR? Human Resources. This is the week when more people get laid off or fired, and than any other time of the year. It kind of makes sense why holiday retail workers are let go. But why are so many people fired? For cause in January. The number one reason, something someone said or did at the company Christmas party.
Watch what you say at the Christmas party.
Just don't go to those things. Your
Oh.
job is safe.
Or stay off social media,
Yeah.
maybe, you
What
know,
happens-
because you can get a lot of trouble.
What happens is you drink a little bit too much eggnog.
That's it.
Yeah.
And you get your little jaws.
And you
get
and you
flappy.
say, "Is this regular eggnog? This tastes a little funny to me. I don't know what's going on." Oh, and by the way, you know the girl in the HR department, she's sexy. See, that'll get you fired.
That'll get you fired big time. All right, we need to take our last break. I got nothing after your little
that was my comedy
rendition,
routine.
your comedy routine. All right, we'll be back. Stay with us. Welcome back to Around the Table with Dan and Ann as we wind down the show this Monday morning. Thank you all for joining in with us today. Again, we want to thank Stone Bank for being our show sponsor. Better banking, bolder banking.
Bolder banking.
Bolder. You got the bolder part of it.
Bolder banking.
Right here in Harrison, Arkansas at Stone Bank.
Yes.
Okay. Dan, I want to also mention one other community event, and that is that there is a blood drive this Wednesday, right? The 7th, yes.
Okay.
And that will be Community Blood Center of the Ozarks, and they will be at the City of Harrison City Hall on 118 Industrial Park Drive from 9:30 to 3:30. Go check them out. You can also schedule that. Let's see, www.cbco.org/donate dash blood. Just Google it.
Okay.
I think you'll probably be able to find it that way for sure.
Blood drive, yes.
Yeah.
I see that here.
Yeah.
And then also I had one here that just popped up. I can do that. It's a meet and greet our dragon. It's going to be Thursday, January 29th at 4 p.m. All ages are welcome. Join us to learn exciting information about our bearded dragon from our special guest veterinarian, Dr. Hilvert. She will be able to provide us with information and answer any questions you may have about reptiles.
Where's that at?
Let's see. Where's it going to be? I just had it here. Sorry.
Well, it's somewhere.
I'll look for it again. It didn't show me that. I thought it was at the library, but let me.
Right. It sounds. Yeah, I don't know. Well, if it is, maybe we'll find out Thursday when the library comes on. Yep. When is the date again?
Oh, you have to ask me that. It is January 29th.
Okay, so it's coming. We've got a few, days to find out more details about that. Okay. Let's see. Baby names. Trends for 2026 has newborn sounding like a magic dragon. Speaking of bearded dragons, well, this sounds like a magic dragon. Have you ever met an Alistair? Or Alistar? No, it's Alistair.
Alistair, yeah.
Or spent any time with Cordelia? If a baby naming site is right, you will soon. They say parents are picking more whimsical fantasy names for their newborns that sound more like something out of the Lord of the Rings. Ambrose, Elspeth, Lilivere,
gosh,
Bronwyn.
These are fantasy names.
Are some of the fantastical top trending names this year that'll make your baby sound more like a magical dragon.
It does.
As long as it's just the name and not the face. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
I don't want him to look like a magical dragon. Come on. Don't put him in a dragon outfit.
And there's a new class action suit against McRib.
Why is that?
Because they say it's made from stomach and heart instead of
really?
ribs.
Instead of the ribs?
Looks like class action suit lawsuit against McDonald's is picking up steam now that more customers are fired up over the McRib containing no actual rib meat. Yes, it's pork, but the lawsuit claims it's mostly shoulder meat, pig heart, and stomach that are ground up and pressed to look like a rib.
That's cheating.
Yeah. McDonald's denies that, but the plaintiffs say just calling it McRib is still misleading.
Wow. Okay. And real quick, house sitting is the new rent hack. Some folks in New York have figured out a genius way to avoid paying rent. They're professional house sitters. And you'd be surprised how many people are doing it now. With a lot of folks expanding their real estate portfolio to multiple cities, house sitters say they can typically live rent-free for months at a time.
Good idea.
Doing that. Today is National Weigh-In Day.
Oh, boy, yeah. I was dreading this day.
National Thank God It's Monday Day. National Whipped Cream Day. George Washington Carver Day. And we're done for the day.
We are.